Welcome to another interactive session with 10 counts. Today we are privileged to have Indian professional boxer Lalit with us. Thank you so much for joining, Lalit, first of all. And since this is a really tough time going around in the world in India, first of all, I would like to know your take on the entire situation and how it has affected Indian boxing, like the COVID thing, the lockdowns, and the lack of rules. So, what's your take on it?
Uh, First of all, good evening. Thank you for having me today, Raj. How it has affected the Indian boxing,
Yeah,
the COVID, sir. It has
yeah.
affected a lot because I was also prepping for the competition, and the progress was going good. We were doing good, but because of this COVID, everything collapsed, and I don't know how much time it is gonna take, but I don't know. So
Like, obviously, it's a tough time to
everyone,
organize. Yeah,
absolutely, sir. Everyone is suffering. Everyone training is suffering.
but like
It's a tough time.
looking at the current scenario, we can see that still some sort of sports event, some sort of like the Olympics
Hmm.
happening right now. I mean, empty or
Absolutely, sir.
stadiums, and there are
Yes.
several other
Hmm.
sports events happening. So,
Hmm.
do you feel that the WBC India Championship event could have taken place amid like in empty stadiums, or do you feel that event of this massive status should have happened amid live crowd? So, what's your take on it?
Uh, Absolutely not, sir. Like the event on a scale like this, it should happen with public, with the crowd, so that it is more entertaining for the public and for us also to perform good. And yeah.
So obviously, it was a massive boost up for Indian boxers, like bringing a WBC championship at this stage. Mr.
Hmm.
Param Gaudia did an exceptional job. He signed a couple of great fighters like you. So when you first
Absolutely,
came
sir.
across the news that you will be competing in this event, what was the first thing that struck your mind?
Sir, uh, my coach told me about this LZ promotion. He said that it is a very good promotion, and Mr. Param, an absolutely great guy. He told me that it's a very good promotion and it's a new franchisee, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, he told that it's a like it's it's a great thing to do here. Like if I compete in this competition, because this is going to be my first competition,
Yep.
and I've been prepping from a long time, but I don't know, because of COVID things got messed up. But now I will prepare for it, and uh, yes.
So, like as a professional boxer, I would like to know this thing from you that when you have a particular fight on board, there's an active training camp happening. You're specifically preparing for a particular fighter that you know that, yeah, I am going to step up against this
Yes,
guy.
sir.
But right now,
Yes, sir.
things have been messed up and you don't have an official opponent or an official fight that on board. So, how
not
different
not
is it?
not yet, sir.
So, how
Not
different
yet,
is
sir,
it?
but I'm. Mhm. It is very different, and because I don't know the opponent yet, but we spar in the gym. I spar with different guys, short height people, long height, and a different kind of people, so that I will be prepared for everyone at that point of time. Still, I don't know who is my opponent, but let's see what
So, as
happens.
you said that your preparations is already on the process, you haven't stopped training.
Absolutely,
So,
not
uh,
not at all, sir.
so like once the fight date comes, you'd be ready to go against that opponent, whoever it happens. And since
Absolutely, sir.
it's going to be your first fight, so what's your take? Like, do you want to secure the win via decision, or do you want to secure it via knockout? What's your take on that?
Absolutely, I want to go for knockout. But if it goes for decision, then also I will. It will be fine. But yeah,
But a knockout would something that you'd be targeting for. So it's great to know.
absolutely, absolutely, sir, absolutely.
Now, I would really want to know a very crucial thing, a crucial opinion from you. Like, we have seen professional boxers emerge into the Olympic spectrum since 2016. Like, before that, only
Hmm.
amateur boxers were allowed to go and box around in Olympics. But since
Right,
2016,
right,
the
right,
Rio
right.
Olympics, we've seen a transition
Hmm.
into the process. And a lot of boxers, like Freddie Roach, as you know, a great trainer, he said that
Hmm.
this might harm the amateur boxers or might disrupt the flow of professional boxing. But a lot of people have
Hmm.
said that, yeah, professional boxing should find its place in Olympics. So, what do you feel about it? Should pro boxers compete in Olympics, or do you feel that it's best for amateur boxers?
Yeah, it is good for both of the boxers, sir. But like my ultimate goal is to win the Olympic gold, and that is my goal. But I'm also competing in this professional tournament, so it is good for experience. And the thing about professional player competing in Olympics, many of the professional player are performing in Olympic, because there's a player in USA that is Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis.
He's a very good boxer. Yeah, he's a very good boxer, and is also competing in Olympics.
As
It's
well
good,
as in
sir.
the,
It's good for the sport. Absolutely, sir.
like talking about Keyshawn Davis, when you look at his
Hmm.
records, he has got 77 wins as an amateur, and none of them are
Yes, sir.
knockouts. He scored all of it
Yeah.
via decisions, but when you look at his professional records, he has got 3 wins
Hmm.
and he has scored 2 of them via knockout. So this
Right, sir.
vast difference in amateur record and professional record, where do you think the difference lies exactly? I mean, the vast difference in statistics.
The difference in the professional and amateur boxing.
Yeah, like when you see at Keyshawn Davis, as you mentioned, we see
Hmm.
such vast
Hmm.
change in his record. Like you see at Davis' record
Hmm.
in the amateur run, he has got no knockout wins, but as soon as he transitioned himself
Hmm.
into a professional, he
In
got two
professional
back-to-back knockouts. So where do you think the
knockouts.
difference lies?
Hmm. The difference. Uh, I don't know. So the difference may be the the gloves maybe, and something like this, and the game plan, the change in game plan, because there are a lot of rounds in professional boxing, and you cannot go for, like, in amateur boxing you play, we can play smart, and we can play a little slow, we can take it. But in professional boxing, it is like if we go along, it's going to take a lot. So most of the professional boxer, I think they go for knockouts.
Yep.
So that's why this may be his game plan.
So like as you mentioned, like Olympic is a great platform for exposure, but at the same time, when you see WBC India
Absolutely, sir.
Championship happening, it's also a great
Hmm.
step to
Hmm.
expose a boxer. So which one do you think
Absolutely,
is
sir.
a better state for you? Olympic medal or a WBC
Which
belt?
one is?
Like you're someone who is just
uh,
beginning your career. So what's your take? Like the Olympic
yes, sir.
medal or a WBC belt? Which
The,
one would you prioritize?
that's a tough question, sir. Uh, both of them are different, sir. I don't know, but like, if it comes to professional, it is all mine. Like, I'm doing everything. But when it's come to amateur, it's for the country, for the pride of the country. I want to do that for the country also. But both of them are important. I don't know, sir.
Like, I just want to know, Lalit, how did you get into boxing and which are the boxers that inspired you
Uh,
to lace up the gloves and how exactly did you decided, okay, fine, I am going to be a professional boxer or I'm going to represent my
okay.
country in the sport?
So that's a very interesting story. So I used to do bodybuilding before. Uh, I used to compete in bodybuilding competitions and men's physique category. So uh, when I was working out in a gym, there comes a MMA player. He was doing punching bag, and I was really impressed by all the things he was doing: shadow boxing, skipping, and all this. So I asked him, like where you do and all this. He took me to the coach where I'm doing right now. Hayat sir, Hayatullah Naibi is my coach. It's a very good coach.
Yep.
So he took me there. He said that he's a very good coach and you can do it. And I don't know, like, it come in my mind and in my heart that I should go for I should go for boxing. It is much better than bodybuilding and everything. And earlier I used to do badminton. I used to play badminton at state level. So I don't know. It all combined.
Yeah.
Because of badminton, my footwork improved, and because of bodybuilding, my strength improved. So I thought, like, it will be good if I connected all of this and play boxing like, like that, sir.
Now I want to
It
really
is
know,
because I saw a player. It is
absolutely, like
because I saw that player.
it's just you just need one person to spark that fire inside
Right,
you.
sir.
And
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
apart from that, which
That's
are the
what happened.
boxers, which are the boxers that you looked into and fell in love with? Like there are so many great
Uh,
boxers out there.
Absolutely, sir. There are many great boxers. I love Floyd Mayweather, and I love Terence Bud Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. They're very good boxer. Andre Ward, all these boxers, because they play smart boxing. I like
Yep.
smart boxers.
Okay.
I don't go for rough boxer and all. I prefer the smart boxer, the smart boxing, because it is all mental game, which
Yep.
what I think, more than physical.
So, like as you just mentioned, Floyd
That's
Mayweather,
why.
he recently fought Logan Paul, as you all saw, a YouTuber, and he couldn't outperform
Yes,
that
sir.
guy.
Yes, sir.
I mean, a lot of people
Yes, sir.
criticized Floyd Mayweather, said that he's washed away. What do you feel about the fight?
Mm-hmm. It was for the, I don't know, it was for the money basically. And the Logan Paul, he's a very huge guy. He's a very big guy. He's is more in weight category, and it is very hard, difficult to knock out that guy. And I think from my own personal perspective, I think he didn't knock him out because of some reason. He hold him 1 or 2 times in the match. If you see, he hit him and he hold him. I don't know for what reason, but it was good. It was for money, good for boxing.
But Lalit, what do you feel like? Should professional boxers face these social media stars? Like, is it hampering the sport, or do you
No,
feel that it's good?
it is bringing new crowd, that
Yeah.
YouTube crowd and all, but it is not very good for the sports because they do a lot of trash talk, and because they say that we face him, we face that, and not good for boxing because fighters are fighter, YouTuber are YouTubers. There's a
Now,
difference between.
coming back to the Indian spectrum, like obviously India is a country that has got a lot of good boxers, talented youngsters representing the country at Olympics, talented amateur
Yes, sir.
boxers. But I mean, when you look at the professional scenario, India is still struggling. Like we have got Vijender Singh, one of the few boxers who could make it huge in the professional circuit. So where
Mhm.
exactly do
Mhm.
you think the problem lies? I mean, obviously LZ promotions and a lot of other promotions are bringing a change, bringing a new wave in the
Mhm.
system. But what are the things that you still feel that these things need to be changed if India needs to find its position in the professional area?
In the professional boxing, sir, I think they need to work more on the techniques, and they need a platform. These the promotion like LZ promotion, they are giving us the platform now so that we can uh, go forward in the game, and we need to focus more on the techniques and all, stamina. And the Indian player, they have good stamina, they have good strength, but the technique is, I think, where the problem lies. That's why they are not able to perform very good at professional boxing. So that's why, sir.
Also coming to the point, like in recent times, we have seen a lot of MMA fighters. Like after Conor McGregor
Mm-hmm.
fought Floyd Mayweather, we have seen Anderson
Yeah.
Silva. Now Oscar Vitor Wilford
Mm-hmm.
is going to fight De La Hoya. So do
De
you
La
feel
Hoya,
that
yes, sir.
MMA fighters should fight boxers? I mean, do you feel that they have actually got a chance against the boxers, or do you feel that boxers are going dominant? I mean, obviously you have seen Anderson Silva defeat Julio Cesar Chavez, but do you think MMA
Mm-hmm.
fighters should step up inside the boxing ring?
It is the both of the game are very different. Uh, if we see from a fighter perspective, these both of the game, both are combat sport, but it is completely different. MMA player in the boxing ring, it is very difficult to beat a boxer in a boxing ring when it comes to MMA player. So yes, sir.
I mean, now coming to that point, Jake Paul is going to fight Tyron Woodley, another
Yeah, yeah,
absolute
sir. I heard
mismatch.
about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
But
who are you rooting
Tyron
for?
Woodley is absolutely Tyron Woodley.
And I mean, obviously, Tyron Woodley has got all the accolades to boast. He has been a
Mm-hmm.
former UFC
Mm-hmm.
champion. He's a fighter,
Yeah,
but Jake Paul
he's
is
a
3 and
fighter.
0. So, do you think
That
here Jake Paul has got a chance against Tyron Woodley?
I don't think so, sir. He hasn't competed anybody. He fought an MMA player, uh, and a YouTuber, I think, before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyron Woodley is a fighter, sir. I don't think he will be able to beat him. But let's see what happens. Boxing is boxing, because many MMA players have tried in the boxing ring, but because they were saying this for the other guy also. I don't remember Ben Askren.
Yeah, Ben Askren. Yeah, he fought Ben
Yeah, yeah,
Askren
they're also
before
saying
Woodley.
that he's a fighter and is a UFC fighter.
But
No way he's gonna beat him, but he beat him.
yeah,
Boxing is completely different.
completed. I mean, since you said that
All this.
YouTube boxing is bringing the right amount of attention to the sport, do you feel that India
Hmm.
needs something like this? I mean, obviously, India doesn't have a lot of superstars right now in the sport, but if we can bring a
Right.
popular YouTuber into the boxing
Hmm.
ring, maybe it will bring a lot of attention. So, do you feel that
Absolutely, sir.
Indian boxing needs something like this where a boxer goes against a YouTuber or a crossover like this happens?
Yeah, we can do that, sir. We can do that to grab the attention from the public, and yeah, we can do that, sir. I think. if they come to compete in India,
Yeah.
it will be good for the sports in India, make a boom for the sports.
Now, coming back to your lifestyle right now, what are you
Yes,
eating
sir.
right now? What about your family? If you can share a few
Sir,
things about them.
absolutely, sir. So, as I told you before, that I used to do bodybuilding, and bodybuilding is all about dieting and all, and staying in shape, because you have to track everything, every calorie you eat, macros and everything. So I have a good knowledge from bodybuilding. So I'm still following my diet. I don't track my calories right now, but I eat good. I don't eat junk and all everything. Yeah, but I'm
And
not tracking it exactly.
what about your family? How exactly did they support you for boxing, and how the relation
So,
has been like seeing you evolve through the ages?
so they have been supporting me from a long time, and because of my confidence, when I tell them that I'm gonna do this and that, they believe in me, and I believe in myself. So they have been supporting me from a long time, and yes.
So we don't really have a lot of time left, but if not a boxer, who would you have liked to become, like as a professional, if not a boxer?
If not a boxer, definitely in some sports, sir, because I like sports. I cannot study and all. I don't like that. Definitely in some other sports, but yeah, maybe in badminton, maybe in table tennis. I like that
Maybe
sports, sir.
bodybuilding.
Maybe bodybuilding, sir. Bodybuilding is bodybuilding. It's different.
So you have got all the athletic features to boast. Absolutely, we wish you all the best for your upcoming endeavor.
Thank
Lastly,
you
if
very
you
much, sir.
wanna say something to the fans, to the believers who are waiting for your next fight.
So I don't think I really have fans, but
But you have
after
got well
this
wishes,
fight, definitely.
definitely.
Yeah, sir, definitely. But after this fight, I'm pretty sure that the people gonna like me, and they're gonna like my game, and that's it, sir. I like to play smart. I like to play smart boxing, and it's gonna be something different from other boxers. You're gonna see that in the fight, definitely.
Okay, gentlemen. So that's the statement made by boxer Lalit. It was absolutely great to talk to you. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
10
very much, sir.
counts. We are soon
My
going to
pleasure, sir.
reconnect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are soon going to reconnect with Lalit again. Till then, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out all the social media pages that we have, and keep updated yourself about Indian boxing. Thank you so much for joining with us, Lalit. Hope we will reconnect once again.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.